Hey, what kind of people are my grandpa and grandma? This was when I was still in the first grade. After summer vacation, many of my classmates went to the countryside to visit their grandparents. Come to think of it, I realized that I had never even met them, so I asked my mom. Then, the troubled look on her face left a strong impression on me.
Grandpa and Grandma are no longer here. Also, the other Grandpa and Grandma.
I'm Satoshi Miyazaki, 29. I work in construction. I met my girlfriend, Aina Okawara, at work and fell in love. After 3 years of dating, today, I'm heading to her parents' house to greet them for the wedding. But was this really a good souvenir? It's a common Japanese sweet. Aina's family has a long lineage and seems to be quite wealthy.
It's okay. They told me before that they feel sorry for receiving expensive souvenirs. I've never seen them fight. They're nice people. When I called them the other day for the first time in a while, they seemed to be in a welcoming mood. Besides, they're extremely lenient with me as I'm their only daughter, so I'm sure it'll be fine.
Hope so. Aina's intentionally being playful and encouraging. However, I couldn't shake the feeling of unease.
It's here!
This is a very nice house. We arrived at a large mansion with an old gate. I saw that there was even a pond, and my face suddenly twitched.
This is the main house of Ogawara family. I'm home!
Hey, wait, Aina! When the gate opened and we walked in, the front door made a heavy sound. A person called Kyota greeted us respectfully. Welcome home, young lady. And welcome, Mr. Miyazaki.
I'm home! This is Kyota, our helper.
Nice to meet you, Kyota-san. Mr. and Mrs. are waiting in the hall. Where we were guided, Aina's parents were waiting with scary faces. No matter how you look at it, it's not a welcoming mood.
Dad, Mom! I'm home! Welcome home.
Please take this.
Oh, thanks.
Aina's mother took a quick look at the gift I gave her, and she handed it to Kyota as if tossing it.
Kyota, give this to Pocky.
Pocky?
It's our Doberman. You brought some dog treats, right? Thank you.
Dog treat?
Oh no? I thought it was dog food because of the poor packaging.
That tells me how your wealth level is. I won't give you my daughter. Go home.
Huh? What's up with the two of you? You're so different from the other day. You told me on the phone that you were looking forward to meeting him.
Until the other day, but things have changed. The mother opens the album and shows a group photo. They all look similar.
Take a look. This is our family. Ah, from New Year's Day.
We're all hyper elite. I am also the sales manager of Tongari Kenchiku, a famous general contractor. Even Aina's grandfather, who was born before the war, was a college graduate, and her grandmother's father ran a large company. Their boast about their family lasted for 30 minutes. Eventually, the two of them looked at me condescendingly. Do you think you can be included in this? Honestly, I think I still have a long way to go. However, I am determined to do my best for Aina-san.
Impossible, impossible, because the souvenir is dog food.
That's because I heard that expensive items would be more of a nuisance. What is this? Then, suddenly her father slammed another photo on the table. This is a photo of me at work. Aina took this photo.
No matter how you look at it, you're a construction site worker, right?
It's obvious that you're on a very different level than us. I never thought she would choose a manual worker. Aina, I doubt your taste. Apparently, Aina's parents saw this photo and decided to oppose her marriage.
Hey! What problem do you have?
There are only problems. Marrying such a lowly person, it stains my family lineage.
After all, it was better not to let her go to work. I should have let her stay here.
Aina, quit your job right now and come back home. Living alone is also prohibited.
Can't believe it. Both of you are too old-fashioned. And what's wrong with working at a construction site? It's the most beautiful thing about him. Working hard and sweating for everyone.
No need for that crap. How much stain do you want to put on that will go out of family? I see. I guess this is how it will turn out after all. Aina desperately tries to explain, but her parents don't listen at all. It gets more and more heated, and shame on you for dating a worker. I will never admit your marriage.
Our family's blood will be tainted if you join us. Choose someone with a noble lineage.
Aina finally becomes furious.
Enough! You just don't understand.
It's you who doesn't understand. If you marry him, you're disowned.
Your wish will come true. I'll isolate myself from you guys.
Aina grabbed my arm and ran out of the room. Then, Kyota looks surprised and rushes at her. Aina! Lady!
I had no idea they were like this. I hate this family.
An hour later, we were lost in a park. Aina has been crying a lot and is completely exhausted.
I'm sorry. I never expected my parents to be like that. If only I had talked to them more first. No, but...
There was no point forcing them to accept her marriage. I'm fine. So come on, wipe your tears.
Yeah. Thank you, Satoshi. They must have made you feel terrible. Sorry.
I start talking to Aina slowly. Aina, was it really okay to distance yourself from them?
Of course, I cherished them. But for me, you are also important, so I think this was good. Besides, I realized their true nature. I couldn't see it through.
They were good people for you, right? If so, it can't be helped.
No, that's good, because I will become your life partner. I am aware that I'm quite naive. I'll do it right, so please wait.
Even though Aina had tears in her eyes, she smiled. Thank you, Aina. I'll do my best to become a better man too. Let's have a good wedding first.
Yeah.
And I made a suggestion to Aina. That was...
Why? I don't want to meet them. Neither do you, right?
inviting her parents to the wedding. Of course, Aina hated the idea. Well, you must be indebted to them for raising you, and they were kind to you until they met me, right? At least let them see the beautiful Aina in your bridal outfit.
Well, if you say so.
Then, Kyoto-san came over. By the way, he seems to have looked like this since Aina was little. In his hand was the paper bag I gave him earlier.
What's wrong, Kyoto?
I was wondering if you would like to have this nice souvenir with me. There's no one in that house who can appreciate this deliciousness. With that, we sat down on the bench and quickly unwrapped the dango. I love this skewered dango. It's very delicious, isn't it? Kyoto takes out a water bottle and paper cup and pours some hot tea into it.
It smells good.
I'm sorry for making you come find us. It's okay. Now, let's toast to the lady's new beginning in life.
Cheers!
Kyoto is a nice person, and I exchanged contacts with him just in case. In this way, we had a fun tea party under the blue sky, and thanks to him, I was feeling better. 3 weeks later, a wedding invitation arrived at the Ogawara family. Married, huh? That damn manual worker. I can't forgive him. I'm not going to this stupid ceremony.
Oh, hey, let's go. If we show him the difference in status, they will give up.
I see, that's true. Maybe then Aina will reflect a little. But on the wedding day, they were standing in shock in the lobby.
What is this luxurious venue?
Many of the invited guests were managers of top-class construction companies.
I wish they had told us how big it was going to be.
Invited guests pass business cards to each other, like it's a social gathering. There's a president of Love Construction Company.
Oh gosh, it's true. You've been saying you've always wanted to do business with them. It's a chance.
But that president is famous for being a bit difficult. No, but it's a rare opportunity. I'm gonna say hello. My father-in-law approached the president, rubbing his hands together. Managing Director Sakura, nice to meet you. My name's Ogawara, and I'm the sales manager of Tongari Kenchiku. The weather is nice today. Oh, Tongari. Maybe the Bryce? Yeah, that's right. Thank you very much for coming to my daughter's wedding. My father-in-law smiles, thinking it's gonna go well. However, Managing Director Sakura's eyes narrowed, and... I see, it's you. Unfortunately, it's a private time now, so... I'll accept your business card, but if you're going to talk business, do it another time. Well then. After Managing Director Sakura left, my father-in-law's face twisted in frustration. Huh? What does he mean? He was talking business to the others.
Isn't he an invited guest of that guy? If so, let's talk to him through him. If we say we are the bride's parents, I'm sure the staff will let us through.
That's right. Then I'll complain to Sakura through him. And while we were taking a breather in the waiting room, Aina's parents came yelling at us. Hey, contact the managing director Sakura now!
Dad! Mom!
I knew they were gonna come, but they are more furious than I imagined. Having figured out the situation, I quickly stood in front of Aina. Thank you for coming today. What the heck? You're disgusting. Marrying Aina without permission. On top of that, I was even treated with disrespect by the managing director of Love Construction. Our company really wants to work with them. He is your guest, right? Then, as an apology, let me talk to him. Well, I mean, why does a lowly guy like you know him in the first place? He approaches me and keeps spitting abusive words at me. Aina, who was watching this, quietly stood up and said without an expression on her face.
This means that Tongari Construction's sales manager has insulted Dream Construction's president as a lowly guy. Is that right?
Huh? My father-in-law looks shocked. Apparently, they finally understood what she said, so I continued. Sorry for the late introduction. My name is Satoshi Miyazaki, CEO of Dream Construction. Yes, I often work in the field, but I'm the CEO. However, I didn't become one because of my ability. My father was born as the second son of the president of Dream Construction, and my mother worked as one of the janitors there. My father's parents did not allow their marriage, so my father separated himself from his family. My mother's parents also died young, which is why I never met my grandparents.
Well then, you aren't born into half a good bloodline. Even though there is some vile blood flowing in you. Why did you hide that?
Half good. I've always hated being discriminated against because of my mother's family background. When I was in grade 6, my father passed away. With the heartless words whispered at the funeral, I finally understood what was going on. That's why I wanted to stay away from my father's family, but shortly after I became an adult, things suddenly changed. My uncle, who was following in my grandfather's footsteps, suddenly passed away. Dream Construction has been family run for generations. It also values direct lineage. That's why I, who had never had anything to do with it up until then, was singled out. At first, I thought I would refuse even if I died, but I thought this is an opportunity to change this abominable bloodline system. So I took the initiative to change by working in the field. I thought we should change our authoritarian system first. At first, the workers look at me with disgust, but now they feel free to ask me questions. Most of the arrogant managers have been replaced, and I think things are going well.
Mom, you told me to send you a photo of my BF, right?
With that said, Aina held her smartphone and showed her a photo of me working.
I think Satoshi looks best in this appearance. Just because he's the president, he doesn't act all bossy. He always thinks about his workers. I was moved by how wonderful he is. Until that day, I truly believed that you guys would feel the same way. I was wrong. Aina.
Then, my father-in-law suddenly changed his attitude. That's amazing, Satoshi-kun. I had no idea you were such a wonderful person. As expected of a man Aina chose. Why don't we just forget what happened the other day and get along? And please introduce me to Mr. Sakura. Now, what should I do? As I was thinking.
If you've been asking me for a while, it seems like you're confusing your private life with your private life. If you want to talk business, please talk to me, the secretary, first.
Aina got into work mode and started talking. Her parents looked surprised. Secretary? I never heard that. First of all, you worked elsewhere.
'Cause I didn't tell you. I was planning to surprise you by letting you know later.
First, I wanted to surround myself with people I could trust. So, as an excellent secretary among the corrupt people, I recruited Aina through the introduction of her former boss, the managing director of Love Construction.
Don't cause any more trouble to Satoshi-san, who invited you with good intentions. And that's why, even though I've been disowned, I'll take this opportunity to tell you this. Thank you for raising me so far. He is a person who never forgets to be grateful to even you who made fun of him. It's not about him actually being the president or anything. I fell in love with his kindness. So I will never forget my gratitude for raising me. But with that in mind, I will choose Satoshi.
Aina resolutely announces her intention to break up with her parents once again. I wonder how her daughter's dignified appearance appears to them now. I'm so sorry! Suddenly, my father-in-law bowed to the ground and screamed. At the same time, my mother-in-law also bowed her head quietly. I did not know that you were the president, and I sincerely apologize for my rude words and actions.
Please forgive us.
Aina took a deep breath when she heard those words. I guess she realized they didn't understand anything. Certainly, I was the one who suggested inviting you to the ceremony, because I feel gratitude for raising Aina. Isn't that so? Then... But... I don't want to continue to have a good relationship with someone who discriminates others without any hesitation. That's why I married Aina without your permission. Also, I can't forgive you for betraying Aina, who tried to believe that her parents were good people. If you want to apologize, please do so to Aina. I have no intention of forgiving you. I'm sorry.
I don't feel like you're my parents anymore. I'm ashamed that your blood flows through my veins. No way, Aina.
Well, it's about time. Please enjoy your wedding. In this way, I received Aina's hand from my father-in-law while being blessed by many invited guests. However, I was wondering if the smiling Aina is putting too much strain on her future relationship with her parents for me. Can we be better as a family? That concern remained. Hey, don't be slow! Sorry! 6 months later, Aina and I were out on site inspections as the president and secretary. Then, there was a worker who was slow to move and was being scolded a lot.
I came to deliver your lunch. Hey, don't stand in the way!
It was my parents-in-law. Both of them are dripping with sweat from work they were not used to do. When Aina was surprised, Kyoto-san appeared from behind her. Even though they said that they had disowned Aina-sama, they still seemed to love her. They also said they wanted to see her grandchild, so I gave them advice. Actually, after that, I was secretly consulting Kyoto-san. Kyoto-san, who had the same concerns as me, seemed to be trying to deal with them. So I asked him if they would be interested in working on site so that they could understand my values.
I see.
Aina glances at the scene with no expression. She quickly averted her gaze, but I could tell. She was happy. There's no way she wasn't. When the baby's born, maybe let's send them a picture?
Huh?
I don't think I would want to have a good relationship with them, but I'm not so heartless as to ignore people who are trying to change. Aren't you the same?
Yeah. Besides, for the sake of our child, if we can have a good relationship, that would be better.
We snuggled up to each other and laughed. Yes, a new life will be born next year. It's easy to break up with someone. There are things in this world that cannot be tolerated. However, if they are trying to change, it is sometimes important to forgive them. I think so both as a leader and as just Satoshi Miyazaki. I hope this child will have wonderful grandparents. And hopefully, we can be a peaceful family together.
Hi, it's Brittany here with another awesome story. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope to see you in the next story.